Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back with Grada. Tonight I want to help you connect in with your heart's desire. I'm going to do a very simple practice that's going to help you tune in to to the things that you want, or I'm going to help you to remember some of the things that you could want for yourself, for your life, to create the life you want. That's really what it's about. If we want to have the life that we desire, that we want in the first place, then we must remember what we want. And it sounds funny, doesn't it? You might wonder what I'm going on about, but I work with many clients. I've worked with over 10,000 or maybe closer to 20,000 clients since the year 2000. And when people come to me and I discuss their problems and their issues and I want to change their focus, I often ask what they want for themselves. Do they have a powerful wish, or do they have a desire or something that's just for them? And they often can't tell me what they want. And this is very, very common, because this is how we've been trained, or society does this to us. And it starts when we're a little child. Like, as soon as we get up and start walking around, the world is not such a safe place anymore. And mom comes along with dad and they go, don't touch this and don't do that. And little toddlers hear the word no at least 400 times per day. 400 times per day. So the word no, which is a kind of a refusal or a rejection, gets cemented into our nervous system, and it really stops us from knowing what we want for ourselves as an adult. Because now that I'm an adult, the universe is the parent, and the universe actually is very, very abundant. It has health for us, and money, and love, and great relationships. Everything is there for us. It's kind of singing out to us that it's already in the next room, but we're not in alignment with it a lot of the time. And so it's like the floodgates of abundance are open, but we're still missing out. So tonight is all about helping you to tune into some of these floodgates, right? So that you experience more abundance and more freedom and more of the things that you want, by tuning into your heart's desire. Doing heart's desire work. And it's even funny that I have to call it work, because when we're little children still know how to dream. They still get excited easy. They jump up and down and they yell and scream when you mention something, and they are connected to their desires still very easily, whereas we as adults, we've become disconnected from it. So before we start this little exercise, what I'd really want you to do is have a piece of paper and a pen, and just write down something that you want, like a change that you want, or your ideal life in all 5 areas of your life. So there's sort of 5 key areas, and how I remember that is just by counting my fingers, of course, 5 fingers. So we're talking about faith, friendship, fitness, finances, and fun times, right? So faith means your spiritual life, your connection with the divine, with the universe. What do you want there? So like, you can even just write these 5 pillars of your life down and fill them in later, like, so you can think about it during the week. So talking about faith, which is spiritual connection, your finances, what do you want for yourself in the way of money, fitness, how do you want your body to feel, right? So how do you want to feel? I always say this: do you want to feel fit, slim, and sexy? Do you want to feel younger? And what else did I say? Family, what do you want for your family, in your family life? And fun times, which is of course relaxation. What sort of things help you to relax and to have fun and joy in your life, right? Because the thing is, when we experience joy, we are closely aligned with our soul purpose. So, one way you find out what you want, this is very, very confronting for a lot of people. That's why I'm doing this exercise today, because people get all confused. So one way, a little shortcut to finding out what your heart's desire is, actually to think about the opposite. So let's think about finances, right? That's one that trips many people up. So money is often a big stress and it creates friction. People are in denial of it. So money, what do you wish for yourself in the way of money? And I'm going to give you a big hint, right? Did you know that there is so much money on planet Earth? We're living in such an abundant universe that if all the money, all the wealth was divided equally, each one of us, each human being would have $10 million in the bank. That's what I heard one time at a money seminar. So $10 million. So for instance, with Peter Me, that would mean we're entitled to $20 million. Now, to tell you the truth, if I put on my wish list, I want $20 million, I still feel a little bit greedy and uneasy about it. And yet that's apparently what I'm entitled to. So I am writing that down. I'm being brave and I'm putting that out there, because that's training my nervous system that that to be ready to receive gifts like that. Because if I don't do this, if I don't upgrade my nervous system and expand my neurology so that it can handle $20 million, that money is going to bypass me, and it's going to remain with the 1% of humans who have pretty much all the money in the world. So they're going to keep having that money till each of us upgrades our nervous system, so we're really, really comfortable with money. So I want to talk about money a little bit because I just feel like it right now, and a memory popped into my mind about my mom. My mom had a little embroidery picture hanging above her bed, and my parents were very religious, and it was a Dutch saying that said something like, God doesn't supply all our wishes, but God looks after all our wants, all our needs, God looks after all our needs, but it doesn't supply all our wants, something to that extent. And that would have been the first thing she looked at every morning when she opened her eyes. So just be very careful what you allow into your subconscious mind. So my parents, they believed in God. They always believed that God would look after them, God would give them food on the table and enough money to pay their bills. And that's true. But actually, they were still in denial about their scarcity, because when push came to shove, my parents didn't have the money for my mom to fly back to Europe. And in Europe, she had a really good treatment in a country called Luxembourg. So if she'd had the money, she would have been able to fly to Luxembourg every year and go to this special a retreat where a doctor replaced her blood, rinsed her blood with ozone, and he knew what to do for her rheumatoid arthritis. My mom had really, really severe rheumatoid arthritis, and she actually went to this place once, and she was really, really good for 1 whole year, but then things got bad again. So I feel that my parents were like so many other people. They didn't really dare to want too much for themselves. And this is what keeps us trapped in a life that is maybe a small version of yourself, right? And the universe is calling us to lead a bigger version of ourselves. So for instance, what about freedom? Because right now many people, including myself, we're feeling a little bit squashed and restricted. Many people are fearful about the mandates or other things that are going around in our social life and so on. There's a lot of peer pressure, so we're literally feeling as if our freedom is being curbed, and that is seemingly true on the outside. However, it's not really true in the real reality, because the universe hasn't changed, right? The universe is still as abundant and as free and spacious as ever. And so when you have a direct connection with the universe, you can bring that feeling into your body, and change your frequency, and then restore that sense of greater freedom into your life. And once you do that, that will also bring in more abundance, abundant flow of money, greater confidence in your body, greater health, lots of other things. So this is about the art of turning towards your heart's desire and really make it bigger, asking for more, and learning how to be greedy, maybe even working with a shadow that you feel selfish. Many people have a shadow, they don't want to feel selfish or be perceived selfish. And I want to tell you about, though, that this is between you and the universe. And when you learn to take good care of yourself and really connecting with what you want, and the universe gives it to you, you can be of greater positive influence in your community. So it's very, very easy to see that. So let's do a little exercise that you can do every morning. Imagine every morning you started your day with 10 minutes, just focusing on what you want for you in those 5 areas of your life. And it's really when you do that every morning for 10 minutes and you feel that creates a sense of an uplift in your body. I'll show you how to do that. Because I don't want you to feel pressure, that's the opposite way. I want you to feel like in alignment with it. It's going to change your life massively over the course of a year. So you can do 10 minutes of that. You can do it even by connecting in with your breath, with a meditation, or just being out in nature. There are many ways that you can do those 10 minutes, writing in your journal and so on. So let's just take this information inward, because it needs to go beyond the mental construct or beyond just being a concept, right? We have to be able to feel this sense of freedom that comes with knowing you're allowed to want things. The universe even loves it when you express your desires, and when you knock on the door and say, I want this for me and I would like that, and here's my order. The universe absolutely loves this and it wants to reward you. I just want to show you how to do that. So just close your eyes for a minute as you take you through this little practice. So close your eyes, notice your breath, follow your breath directly all the way into the center of your heart. Just bypass your brain where it's busy. Just let your brain do its thing and drop straight into your heart. Just go all the way into the center of your heart. You can imagine a beautiful rose, a radiant flower with the sun shining on it. Maybe it's really fresh, like early morning. It's got some dewdrops on it, and you're smelling the fragrance, and it helps you to relax and feel good as you drop into your heart. Now think of something or somebody who you feel closely connected to, somebody that you feel grateful for that this person is in your life, like your bestie, your partner, or your puppy, or rabbit, your doggy, your child, your grandchild, your neighbor. Just something that makes you feel soft and expanded and uplifted. Maybe a friend that you talked to today, a grandparent, and just drop that person in the same place in your heart as the beautiful rose, right into the center of your heart. Just feel your heart stretch a little bit and relax as it's opening. It's like a fist that unclenches. The tension is leaving, relaxation sets in. Feel the stillness. You're becoming aware of the mysterious force of the universe. And that's the power of infinite possibilities. You have access to it every day. It's like it drives into your driveway every morning, wanting you to choose something from the bank of infinite credit. Just something that you want for yourself. Maybe a trip overseas, a holiday, maybe a new car, a new job, a new career, a different village, a different city, a different country to live in. Maybe you just simply want your partner to be different, and that's okay. So just imagine what it would be like if he or she showed up differently sometimes in different situations, and just fantasize about that. Maybe you worry about some of your children. Maybe you have a child that's doing drugs, and when you think of your child, you go into tension and contraction mode. So just imagine the opposite. What would this child look like if she or he was in the prime of her life, like chasing her dreams? To see your child being vibrantly healthy and accountable and responsible, meeting the challenges head on, living an independent life and an empowered life. And sometimes it takes a lot of imagination, but just go right ahead and challenge your imagination. Create a new picture. You can think of somebody that's maybe really, really sick, going through some health challenges. Just picture that person, the opposite, like strong and muscly and fit and healthy. Just use the power of your imagination that you were gifted as a child. It's inherent in you. Just dust that imagination off, shake off the dust. Just practice fantasizing, being very delusional. The universe connects with the language of delusion. Now maybe you can worry about your mortgage or your car payments. Let's say your car payments. Just see a car all shiny and it's paid off. Just imagine how that feels and what that looks like. Or your house, it's free from mortgage, you're free from repayments. Just imagine what that would look like. When you think of faith or God or the universe, you have a real clear connection with your intuition. Like you want an answer and it just drops into your body real easy. What would that feel like and look like? And so just feel your heart expanding. If you feel it tense up, just bring to mind a picture of your grandchild or your puppy, and then you feel your heart stretch again. The natural state of your heart is to be big and generous. So just allow it to get more roomy, like double the room, the space of your heart. You can do that easily. You can bring in a color, like green or blue or pink, any color that drops into your head, and connect that in with your heart. And so now I want you to ramp up your heart's desire. What is something you haven't thought of for a long, long time because you've been too busy, too preoccupied, maybe too worried. So just think of something, think of when you were a little child. What were some of your dreams and aspirations? So go all the way back. What were some of the things that you were good at and made you shine, or maybe a secret wish that you told nobody about and it's still there? So just see if you can dig that up. Just put it in your heart. Just breathe life into it. How's that going to help you today to create the life that you want? And remember, you're not doing this alone. The universe has your back. The universe is your partner. And you have to treat it as a partner. So you have to tell it about your heart's desires. Tell it everything and then listen to it in return. There are many stories of people who intuitively wanted something really, really big, and they claimed it and they said, yes, that's going to be mine or me in 10 years time. And they didn't know how to do it. And then maybe even in only 5 years time, they had it in their possession, or they had reached that position, they were positioning themselves. So just bring to mind something from the past that you'd forgotten. Just see how that could fit into your life today. And this is just a little start. So your heart is a powerful center, and it will send a message to your brain. Inside your brain, we've got a different center called the reticular activating center or system. And this is now scanning the universe to bring your wish and your desire to you. And the universe is doing the same. So the wish, the signal has gone out to the universe, and you can just let it go now. And just trust in the process. And just sit in your body, sit here and feel good inside yourself. Just take a minute to feel good. Because you have no control over outside circumstances, and you have complete control over your innermost self, which is going to create your reality, what your life looks like tomorrow. So just think of some other things that make you feel really joyful and happy, maybe different colors, running in the sea, going for a swim, sitting in the sun, spending time with your puppy, children. Think of all the things that create a sense of freedom and spaciousness, just walking in your garden and just knowing that you can get up in the morning and go for a walk. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody's going to tell you when to go to bed, which book to read, what program to listen to. You have so many freedoms in so many areas of your life. Just feel that gratitude for the wonderful life that you have today. All the freedoms that you enjoy. And soon there will be even more staggering freedoms. Just feel that in your body. And maybe you're starting to feel the fire of a passion, a new passion is being ignited. So just feel that in your heart, because this is where everything comes from. This is how you create the life that you want. Knowing what you want first. And it's good to know what you want, and you can want more of that. You can think the word more. I want more of that. So just feel that in your body. Then I want you to breathe in, come back behind your eyes, feel your bottom on the chair, come back in the room, you can open your eyes, and now you feel that your body is in a different state. Your body is creating different chemicals now. Your reticular activating system in your brain is scanning the universe to bring to you the things that you want. And I want you to explore thinking bigger, have bigger dreams, have bigger wishes, have bigger desires, because it's just as easy for the universe to heal a bruise on your body, like heal a bruise on your knee, as it is to give you $1 million in the bank to the universe. It makes no scrap of difference. The only difference in potential is inside our body. So this is how we can work at opening up and expanding, being ready to receive more. Our ability to receive more becomes more flexible, and then our ability to hang on to these gifts that the universe wants to give is also becoming more potent. So this is a good little practice that you can do every morning for 10 minutes every morning. Just start the day like that, and it would be a really good new routine for your life. Just focusing on what you want, not what anyone else wants, and also not what you want for your children, not what you want for your parents. It's what you want for you. That's actually a really, really healthy question for your life. That's going to help you put you on the right track, because so many people suddenly realize, hey, I've been living my parents' dream or my girlfriend's dream or my boss's dream or whatever, my spouse's dream, and I actually don't really know what I want anymore. And that's scary, but it's actually not such a bad place to be, because it means it's a turning point, and you can now start to do some practices and exercises and homework and figure out what you want for you, so that your life will change. And when your life changes and you are transformed, that ripples, that has a ripple effect on everyone else in your community and so on, and that's how the whole world benefits. So I hope that you enjoy this, and it's very, very easy to do. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Stay good, stay positive, look after yourself, take extra care, and I'm looking forward to being with you again next Monday night at 8 o'clock. Bye, everyone.